Yes, dear student, today we will discuss about another response of plant, that is epiphytes, and these epiphytic plants are grows upon, as you have seen in the picture, there is a on another plant. So this is a short plant, just like a looks like aloe vera or tradescantia, and it is grown on the a branch of another plant or tree. So see, epiphytes. Epiphytes, epi means above and phyton means plant. The plants growing upon another plant are those autotrophic plants which grow on the surface of some other supporting plants and are not permanently rooted in the soil. For example, orchids, bow tree, people tree, some algae, lichens and mosses are the example of this category of epiphytic plants. They are firstly autotrophic, not heterotrophic. Means there is auto means self-trophic, means they prepare their own food material with the help of the machinery, that is a chloroplast in their bodies, and so that it is called as autotrophic. They just epiphytics, plants which are grown on another plant because of they are having not proper root system which there is a penetrate into the soil, so that they use or they detect there is a plant for there is a for support or for shelter to complete their life cycle. These plants absorb sufficient moisture from the atmosphere and mineral nutrients from the decaying bark of the supporting plants upon which they are situated. So such type of a epiphytic characters are there is a they develop. See here, there is a detail another picture of this plant is he which shown here. There is the external morphology of this epiphytic plant. So see here, this is the a plant supporting plant which they are staying. So here the another speciality of these epiphytic plants are having there is a they are having a three types of a root. So see here, there is a aerial roots are there. These are the hanging roots in the air and called as aerial roots are there. Then clinging roots, these are the clinging roots which there is a for encouraging the plant. They fix the plant on the that substratum. And the normal absorbing root are also present in these plants which absorb there is some minerals, and there is a water molecule from there is a crevices of this plant which are there is a situating. So see here, there is a epiphytic adaptations, morphological features, the root system in epiphytic vascular plants. The root system is extremely developed. In these cases, the roots may be of the following three types. Number one, normal absorbing roots which absorb water, minerals and organic nutrients from the host from the tie of most crevices of decaying barks of the supporting plant. Another second type of roots are there. These are called as the clinging roots. These roots fix the epiphytic on the surface of the supporting object firmly and also absorb nutrients from the humus and dust that are accumulated on the surface of the bark. Aerial roots, these are the spongy and green roots which hang downwardly in the atmosphere and absorb moisture from the air. These roots can photosynthesize in the light because of the presence of green color in them. In some epiphyte, the roots collect their surface goods and they are fulfill there is a nutrients. So such type of a three types of a roots are there is a seen in these plants which are a new one or it is not present in other plants are there. Then stem in epiphytic vascular plants may or may not be extensively developed. Some epiphytic develop succulents in their stems, become pseudobulbous or tuberous as seen in the picture also. Leaves are majority of the epiphytes show considerable reduction in the leaf number. Some orchids develop only a single leaf in growing season. Leaves in some may be fleshy, leathery. In different, there is a species of the plant. So see here, Dischidia, Nummulana, Platycium, and this Asplenidium's leaves are modified into the peaches. So these are the foreign species which are shown here. And then fruits, seeds, and their dispersal is carried out like this manner. The fruit seeds are usually dispersed by wind as usual by some insects and birds. When these seeds reaches the suitable surface and get favorable environment, they germinate over there and give rise to new independent plant, that is epiphytic. Then see here anatomical features, how they are differ from other plants. The presence of thick cuticle and sunken stomata. These two structures greatly reduce the loss of water from the plant. Generally, the surface of the cell of water absorbing organ, roots, and some leaves are not cuticularized. In succulent epiphytes, thin-walled parenchymatous tissue that store water develop extensively. The aerial hanging roots of many tropical epiphytes belonging to the families Archaeaceae, Orchidaceae develop on their surface a characteristic greenish white thin-walled massive tissue that is called velamen. The velamen is hygroscopic tissue that rapidly absorbs moisture from the saturated atmosphere like sponge. It is modification of multilayer epidermis. Its cells are empty or dead, and cell walls show spiral or reticulate thickening. Inner to the velamen there is present a peculiar layer called exodermis. Then see the another feature of the internal character. Exodermis cells are of two types, lignified and thick-walled cells. Thin-walled cells are passage cell walls which are permeable to water. The velamen absorb and retain moisture till that is absorbed by the passage cell of exoderm. Other structures are similar to those found in mesophyte. Then internal structure, as we have discussed here. So this is a diagram. First is the epidermis. Epi means above, derma means skin. The velamen tissue, just we have discussed, that is a very much spongy which absorb the moisture from the atmosphere. Exodermis next to the velamen tissue, then cortical tissues are there. Endodermis, then pericycle, and the vascular dermis is there. Vascular bundles are there. Metaxylem and protoxylems are there, and there is a phloem. So these are there is in velamen tissues of the orchid. Then see here types of epiphytes. These are there is a protective epiphytes. These are four types. Number one, protective epiphytes. These plants derive their nourishment partly from the surface of the supporting plants and partly from the atmosphere, so that it is called a protoepiphyte. Then hemiepiphytes. Next one is these plants grow on the supporting plants in the beginning like true epiphytes, but later on they establish connection with the soil by their roots. Nest epiphytes. These plants have appropriate devices to collect the large quantity of water and humus for their own use. Tank epiphytes. These plants develop fibrous anchoring roots which do not take part in the water absorption. Leaves that are variously modified absorb water and manufacture their own food. So this is there is a anatomical features of these plant. So stop here.